I got two platforms. Well, we'll put the here. We is recording about this, but it's kind of. Hold on. Let me get it right. Picture right here is just fine. All right. So what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy. As you see, I got my Dak Prescott on because he deserves the new contract. And basically, I'm just gonna go breakdown of the Dallas Cowboys' future and what money they got going on. We got a low battery here live, so I'm just gonna do that there. But we is still live, as you see. And all right. So moving forward, the Dallas Cowboys got a crazy task this summer. I mean, they got so many guys to pay. Um, it's I hate to be in that boardroom this year because I mean it's gonna be hard. I mean, let's start with first the quarterback, which is Dak Prescott, who got them to the playoffs. I'm gonna even say as a Dallas Cowboy fan, um, I wasn't rooting for him this season because after them first 5 games, I was like, all right, Zeke is not, producing. You got to step up. But then they made that trade for Amari Cooper, and things lightened up for the rest of our season. And I was like, okay, Dak is facilitating the ball pretty well, and maybe he can be that franchise quarterback. When he first came to the Dallas Cowboys that first year and really looked good in preseason 3 years ago, I was like, wow, okay, this is a franchise quarterback. Last year was kind of hurtful for me because he couldn't step up when Zeke was out. But this season, he proved that, man. He made it to the playoffs. We did not look good on defense. We wasn't expecting it. I guess we weren't ready, and our legs were weak from the weeks leading to the playoffs. But I don't know. We just got ran all over, and it wasn't even by their star running back in LA. It was by CJ Anderson, who looked like Mike Tolbert. But moving forward, it doesn't matter. Dak Prescott is going to want that $100 million contract, and I think he should get it. Zeke's already locked in, y'all know that. Moving forward to the the receivers. Amari Cooper's definitely going to need to get paid. He was on a 1 year contract. This is actually, it was, I guess, the new start of his rookie deal. So he was going to go on free agency anyways, I'm assuming. But he's definitely going to need to get paid. Allen Hurns, I don't know, boss. You might be out of there. You know what I mean? It was a horrific injury. Um, I didn't really see production out of him since the start of the season. He was supposed to be that number one receiver after they let Dez go. So, I mean, I really don't know, but they're probably going to have to let him go. And Beasley, I'm not sure what his future entails because he's going to want that new contract. And I mean, he's really just he's really perfected that slot position, but I just don't think he's somebody that's gonna you're really gonna bring the big bucks out. You feel what I'm saying? So moving forward, I just don't see them hanging on to Beasley. I love the guy. I mean, he's cool with the sauce. Always putting the sauce in when he scores or makes a big play, and he's definitely an awesome receiver on third down coming out of the slot. He's very shifty. Not a super fast guy on Madden, top speed 87. I think that's fair compared to the rest of the team, really, as far as speed. But he's very shifty, and they have his agility at 83, which is a little underrated, but he's a very shifty guy. Moving on to the tight end situation, I believe Mr. Swain is out of there. Blake Jarwin, he did his thing. I really wanted to see Rico Gathers blow out this season, like really just go hard, show him that he wants to stay in Dallas. But I don't think they're gonna pay him. Collins, the right tackle, I think they're gonna let him go for a trade. Um, he's really stepped up that right tackle position in place of Doug Free, who left us a couple years back. But I think they're gonna use him as some trade money. Moving on, Travis Frederick is definitely gonna be back this year. So we're excited about that. Moving on to the biggest problem that Dallas has money-wise. They got to pay this man. They got to pay this man. Do you hear me? Like, this man needs to be making aireal money. And that's their number one concern when it comes to the financial part of the Dallas Cowboys. And yeah, we got money, but there's always a cap on the top of that. So we definitely gotta do something as far as making this man $100 million this year. So this is the main guy that they gotta put the challenge on. What's going on? What's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. I'm doing a breakdown of the Dallas Cowboys' future right here as far as the financial side of it, and just really trying to break it down to the best of my knowledge. Like I said, with DeMarcus Lawrence, aka the Tank, aka Do Dirty in the trenches, they gotta pay this man because he's the best D lineman in the game, right behind Aireal Donald. If you want to say he's not the best, so they gotta pay him the big bucks this year or let him go. David Irvin, man, I seen him make a post on Instagram today. He knows it. We know it. He's probably not going to be in Dallas next year. It's just the honest truth. I mean, the dude is a freakish beast and still has potential. I know it's kind of funny saying that, after someone's third year. It's like, but hey, I might be a little bit, but he's probably gonna not be in Dallas next year, and I hate to see him go. But you know what that means for somebody that has to step up? This man right here, Mr. Taco Charleston. Mr. Taco Charleston, you gotta get your tortillas up, man. You gotta get your tortillas up, because that's Mr. Taco Charleston, man. You gotta get your tortillas up, boss. That's all I can say. Like, you gotta step it up next year, if you want, that future with the Dallas Cowboys. Because I feel like either next year or this draft, they're definitely going to pick up someone on the D line. And of course, and I'm not talking like 5th, 6th round in the draft. I'm talking
Dorans will take his place over Taco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm thinking Taco might be. If y'all didn't hear what he just said, what the comment just said, that Lawrence is gonna take, and of course, absolutely. But where I'm seeing Taco shine at is in the D tackle position. So I'm gonna see Gregory at the outside. We're gonna see Lawrence at the outside, and then D tackle. Depending on what Collins and Woods do in this offseason, I would like to see this right here. These are my starting 2 interior D linemen right here. We got Tyron Crawford and we got Taco Charleston in there. And I think that's gritty right there. When you got Gregory, 6'6", 240 on the outside with the long arms, just grabbing people. And then you got Mr. Dude working the trenches, going at him from the outside again too. That would be my D line right here. These 4. Moving on. Wilson's, he's locked into his position. I hope
that's good for 3rd down.
Yeah, That's true. Definitely. That's what they use them for. But I would love to see them at the normal 4-3. You know, seeing that lineup, these two interior, these two on the outside, cold blooded. Hey, moving on to the linebackers, man. Wilson's locked up. I really don't want to see Sean Lee start. He would be great as uh, kind of like if we wanted to go to a 4-4 real quick, bring him in, or he just really perfect, you know that that bench player, that six man, as you would call it in basketball, to come in on third down and really help the defense out with fresh legs. Of course, I want to see Jalen Smith at that middle linebacker consistently. You already know this boy is a beast right here, Mr. Van Der Esch, my rookie of the year. He was a beast, and I think he's going to continually be a beast. I mean, his stature is at 6'4", 250 plus. Like that's the type of corn-fed linebacker that you want right there. So I hope they leave it like it is. Now let me go to my secondary real quick, y'all. Real quick, let me go to my secondary. Now there's a lot of talk that Earl Thomas is coming to Dallas. He already
He will be your third starter backer.
I already said that. I said it's Van Der Esch on the outside. We got Jalen in the middle. And then Wilson's going to keep his position. And then you bring off Sean Lee, as them fresh legs. But moving forward, back to the secondary. You already heard that Earl Thomas has been talks with Dallas. It's all right. You already hear there's been talks with Dallas as far as Earl Thomas coming to Dallas. Last week he enrolled his kids into I guess like a prestigious elementary private school in Austin, Texas. Now Austin is quite a drive to Dallas. I mean, it's at least like 3 hours. You know what I mean? But we all know that Earl Thomas is from. He went to the University of Texas, which is located in Austin, Texas. And he's rich. It don't mean nothing to be driving or flying back and forth to, Austin to Dallas or whatever, however schedule that him and his family is going to make. That is confidence that he's coming to Dallas. Now, I would love to see this lineup. Awuzie still at his corner position. Byron Jones, you already know he's been a lockdown defender. I still wanted to see him back at safety, but knowing that Earl Thomas is coming back home, we might as well leave him at corner since he's just the most competitive corner out there, and I think he's really going to do work this season or get exposed. He's either going to really show you what he can do this year, or he's going to really get exposed. Oh, my bad.
How about Collins from Giants?
Collins from Giants. I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too this week. We'll see. But real quick, Earl Thomas, we got to figure out that money situation because you got DeMarcus Lawrence you got to pay. You got Dak Prescott that you got to pay. You got you probably got to pay some of them other D linemen if you want them to stay, or we got to move them to the practice squad. And that's what I believe is going to happen to David Irvin if he stays because he's not going to have one of them starting roles. But anyways, corners, boom, boom, Jones, and then Anthony Brown at that corner. But I would even love to see this happen. Boom. Anytime it's the starting, like it's regular 4-3, and we got 2 corners and 2 safeties. Of course, I want to see Jones and Awuzie, but when it comes to third down, I want to see Byron Jones at that slot because that's where everybody's going to be. Julio Jones is going to be in that slot on third down. Tyreek Hill is going to be on that slot on third down. Yes, Anthony Brown is faster, and I believe if him and Byron Jones got in a race, Anthony Jones would probably, put some dust on him. But Byron Jones is still that savvy mind. You know what I mean? Great acceleration. I think he still has one of the top vert jumps at the combine. So, yeah, I definitely want to see Mr. Byron Jones in that slot because he's the best thing we got on the defense as of right now. When Earl Thomas come, ooh, put that boy at that free safety. But I would even love to see um, I'd even like to see him at strong, and leave Xavier Wood there. Jeff Heath, he's amazing. He was awesome last year. He's a hard hitter. Like, he's that white boy that comes and brings that wood every single time. Like, and every team I played on, from little leagues, high school, little semi-pro, little teams, there's always that one white boy on the defense that be bringing that wood. Just straight.
What position did you draft at second round?
Second round. Great questions. Thank you, man. I appreciate, or miss, or however you identify yourself in 2019. I appreciate you asking these questions. Second round, where do we pick up first? It depends what Earl Thomas wants to do. Because if Earl Thomas comes to, if he doesn't come to Dallas, then we have to get a safety. We must get a safety, a strong safety at that, like a hard hitting, Khalil Mack type of bone crushing Errol Donald type of
Agreed.
Javion Clowney safety, like that just wants to hit all the time. Like, we need a hard hitting safety that's not scared to get fined, just straight rocking people. That's what we need, is to make the whole 110,000 Dallas Cowboy fans scream every time he lay that wood. That's what we need. Jeff Heath, I love you, bro, but it would be good to see you come off a rotation and be them fresh legs. You know what I mean? Especially if we even go a dime package. And to see him play that top safety and then bring, Earl Thomas into one of the slots. Oh, man. We finna be cold this year. We finna be cold. Let's get the kicker, because Mr. Sometimes Mayor, Mayherd, however you pronounce your name, I know it was a money decision, but I was really thinking into the season, like, man, like, damn, Bailey, man, please just take less money. Like, I'll start a GoFundMe account to get you back on the squad. Like, because Mr. Sometimes Mayor, he kind of hurt my feelings when it came down to some of the critical kicks that we had. But hopefully he can show out this year and really do something positive. I don't know. We'll see. But, I'm praying for us at kicker. Oh, I forgot about Mr. Jordan Lewis. I don't know what his future entails. They tried to mix him around. I saw him even get on some offensive plays this year. He's a good corner. He stepped up back in 2016, I want to say, at that starting corner on the right side, and he did an impressive job. But I think we solidify who our corners are now. We definitely just need to have some great safety help. You already know about Tavon Austin. I really hope he perfects this year and brings us some success from either kick return and even just in the slot. You know what I mean? I think they invested some time into him, so hopefully he could do some things. I follow him on Instagram, and he's always like working out, being live, turning up in the car or whatnot. But cool dude. It seems like, and he's a competitive guy, and I definitely want to see a good future with him. You know what I mean? I was expecting him to turn out when we play LA in the playoffs, but knowing that's his old team and whatnot, but it is what it is. I mean, that really breaks it down, man. That D line is where it's at, like right now. Our concern at D line and at safety. So the front and the end is what needs to be covered, because the linebackers are Krispy Kreme. You know what I'm saying? Literally. I mean,
Talking heads say that Dak needs star players around him. If he gets max dollars, can't pay for them. What do you think?
Hold on, I gotta read the comment again. I didn't catch everything. You don't have to rewrite it. I'm gonna go to YouTube and see what was said there. That is so cool. See what was said there. All right, it says. I need star players around him if he gets max dollars. I'm not getting your question. He gets max dollars, can't pay for them. What I think you're saying is, you're asking me if they do get star players, they're not gonna have enough money for him, and if they have enough money for him, they don't have enough money to get star players. At the receiver position, we probably could pick up somebody in the draft or get somebody in free agency.
Correct.
But after, and this is what I mean to explain earlier, the Dallas Cowboys, they're probably gonna have like $12 million left over to do something with in free agency, or as far as, will they spend it all on one player, or will they spend it on two players or three? I mean, $12 million is a year is probably what Earl Thomas is looking for. He's looking to pay.
Like Rodgers, Brady can carry a team. Dak is good but needs support.
Yeah, Dak is no Tom Brady, of course. That is the GOAT. As much as I dislike the fan base of the Patriots, I respect the Patriots as a unit and their philosophy, their organization, also their owner. Um, um, yeah, man, he's definitely no Tom Brady, but he has the potential to be a really, really great quarterback. His leadership is amazing. He commands respect within the huddle. You can definitely see that he takes charge, and he's smart. Like, the dude makes audibles that are really, really smart. Like on some Aaron Rodgers type of, all right, I'm gonna give you this back shoulder pass because the way he's playing on you. So, yeah, I respect Dak a lot this year. He's made me a believer this year, and I think he should get paid. But as far as free agency, they're probably only gonna have 12 million to spend, and that was broken down by ESPN analysts. I did not come up with that number myself, but yeah,
Me too. I'm worried that Dak gets too much money, then he has to play with scrubs. I love Dak too.
uh, I don't think that's gonna happen. And even if it does, he has enough firepower to definitely get to them to the playoffs. Because first of all, I don't see anybody in the NFC East that could penetrate with us. Get it? I don't think there's anybody that can really mess with us. Because I think New York might be exciting. You know, they definitely might be exciting. I even heard talks of Odell leaving New York and possibly going somewhere else, maybe even a rival team. But that's not neither here nor there. But moving forward, I just don't think they have enough firepower, even if they do get Kyler Murray out of the draft, which would be electric watching, you know, the sophomore running back and the rookie quarterback. Or even if they do, and I heard this report too about Mr. Russell Wilson leaving Seattle and coming to New York. So that would be interesting as well. But I just don't see them really messing with our defense and being able to keep up with our offense. So I just feel like the Dallas Cowboys are definitely in the hunt next year. We definitely got to clean up some pieces on the back end and the front end of our defense. And then as far as the offense, people just got to get paid. But that's the conclusion of what I got for y'all, man. I really appreciate whoever has watched and stayed tuned to this. That was pretty cool, man. I really enjoyed y'all, and I thank y'all. Sign off here.
If Garrett is fired, we should promote Richards to head coach. Thanks.
I like that idea. He's a really good coach. So, signing out, man. I'm finna hop on this man. Peace.